So let me offer now the floor to the distinguished representative of Turkey, speaking on behalf of Turkey, Italy, and Spain.
Thank you, chairs, distinguished co-chairs, ladies and gentlemen. I have the pleasure to deliver these remarks on behalf of the group of Italy, Spain, and Turkey. First of all, I would like to thank the UN Technical Support Team for putting together comprehensive issue briefs with very useful, constructive suggestions for our deliberation. Rapid urbanization is a global trend. The majority of cities worldwide are not experiencing a sustainable urbanization, missing out the efficiencies and the advantages of agglomerations. Unsustainable land use, lack of access to basic services, insufficient infrastructure, degradation of natural ecosystem and agricultural lands, segregation of social and economical groups, urban poverty and unemployment, increasing and diversifying consumption patterns, increasing energy and mobility demands together with global warming are among some major challenges to be dealt in the urban agenda. Urban settings also nest poverty, which becomes extremely visible in slums. Urban poor, especially slum dwellers, suffer from insufficient infrastructure facilities, poor housing conditions, and unlivable areas that intensify their vulnerabilities. Cities can also be fragile against natural disasters and climate change impacts. The negative conditions in urban settings are highly felt by disadvantaged groups, mostly women, youth, children, and disabled. As urban sprawling becomes more apparent, more farmland and wildlife habitats are destroyed. Living in larger, more spread out spaces generally makes public services more costly. Honorable co-chairs, when addressing the cities, the topics that covered are as diverse as slums, transport, health, water, sanitation, sewage, energy, local authorities, and many others. SDGs should embrace the cities as not only the driving force for economic growth, but also as a base for consumption of materials, energy, generation of waste, emission of greenhouse gases, at the same time, creation of jobs and innovations, exchange of cultures, views, and experiences. Even pace and form of urbanization vary across countries and regions. There is a common understanding that the policies relevant for city level should be inclusive, sustainable, and supportive for efficient use of all resources. The development policies built for achieving city-level sustainability should help in improving living standards as well. I just want to say a few words on sustainable transport. Due to rapid urbanization, urban sprawl, and increasing vehicle ownership and use, the adverse impact of transportation, such as traffic congestion, accidents, infrastructure cost, depletion of non-renewable resources, human health, air pollution, climate change, and habitat losses become more visible. Considering the impacts and financial resources needed, it is evident that a new understanding for planning, design, construction, operation, and maintenance of transportation is required. An integrated land and transportation planning is one of the tools to eliminate problems while guaranteeing more accessible, safe, secure, and comfortable travel patterns, together with decreasing car dependency. Demand management measures such as shared vehicles, use of telecommunication, carpooling, traffic calming, road and parking pricing should also be considered. On other instruments such as flexible working schedules and home office working opportunities can be introduced. Distinguished participants, urban dimension in SDGs should serve improving the quality of life while limiting the environmental footprints of cities. The relevant dimension that should be built in the goals are reducing the number of slum dwellers, increasing the number of people with decent jobs, limiting the transformation of public spaces into private use, and transformation of naturally conserved areas, forest and agricultural lands into urban use, improving energy efficiency in buildings, decreasing greenhouse gas emission and air pollutants, supporting public and non-motorized modes of transport, improving waste reduction, reuse and recycling, increasing water efficiency and reuse, improving access to basic infrastructure, improving the resilience of cities to natural disasters, enhancing the social inclusion, protection and restoration of safe and green urban space. Before concluding, I'd like to remind that the full text of my statement is available on the website. I thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for your presentation made on behalf of Turkey, Italy, and Spain.